Hare Krishna. So we are continuing with our reading from the Bhagavad Gita as it is. We are reading chapter 1, and today we will read verses 27 and 28. The translations, the synonyms, and the purports of the Bhagavad Gita as it is were written by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and published by the Bhaktivedanta Book Trust. So we will start with the Sanskrit verse. Tan samiksha sekunteya sarvan bandhur avastitan kripaya parayavishto vishidan idam abravit. Word for word synonyms. Tan, all of them. Samiksha, after seeing. Saha, he. Kunteyaha, the son of Kunti. Sarvan, all kinds of. Bandhun, relatives. Avastitan, situated. Kripaya, by compassion. Paraya, of a high grade. Avishtaha, overwhelmed. Vishidan, while lamenting. Idam, thus. Abravit, spoke. Translation. When the son of Kunti, Arjuna, saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Going on to verse 28. Arjuna uvacha Trishvemang swajanam Krishna yuyutsum samupashtitam siddhanti mamagatrani mukhaṃ cha parishusyate. Word for word synonyms. Arjuna uvacha, Arjuna said. Drishtva, after seeing. Imam, all these. Swajanam, kinsmen. Krishna, O Krishna. Yutsum, all in a fighting spirit. Samupashtitam, present. Siddhanti, are quivering. Mama, my. Gatrani, limbs of the body. Mukhan, mouth. Cha, also. Parishushati, is drying up. Translation. Arjuna said, My dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth is drying up. Purport. Any man who has genuine devotion to the Lord has all the good qualities which are found in godly persons or in the demigods, whereas the non-devotee, however advanced he may be in material qualifications, by education and culture, lacks in godly qualities. As such, Arjuna, just after seeing his kinsmen, friends, and relatives on the battlefield, was at once overwhelmed by compassion for them, who had so decided to fight amongst themselves. As far as his soldiers were concerned, he was sympathetic from the beginning, but he felt compassion even for the soldiers of the opposite party, foreseeing their imminent death. And while he was so thinking, the limbs of his body began to quiver, and his mouth became dry. He was more or less astonished to see their fighting spirit. Practically the whole community, all blood relatives of Arjuna had come to fight with him. This overwhelmed a kind devotee like Arjuna. Although it is not mentioned here, still one can easily imagine that not only were Arjuna's bodily limbs quivering and his mouth drying up, but he was also crying out of compassion. Such symptoms in Arjuna were not due to weakness, but due to his soft-heartedness, a characteristic of a pure devotee of the Lord. It is said, therefore, Yashashti Bhaktir Bhagavata Kinchana Sarvair Gunais Tatra Samasate Sura Harav Abhaktasha Kuto Mahadguna Mano Ratenasati Bhavato Bahi. Quote, one who has unflinching devotion for the personality of Godhead has all the good qualities of the demigods, but one who is not a devotee of the Lord has only material qualifications that are of little value. This is because he is hovering on the mental plane and is certain to be attracted by the glaring material energy. This is from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th Canto, 18th chapter, 12th verse. And this ends the reading of the translations and the purport for the Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 1, verses number 27 and 28. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.